Hello, Leo. How are you guys? Hope you're doing well. This is Kay, and you're on the Collective Soul Tarot channel. Welcome back. We're going to do your zodiac today, and Archangel Michael and I are in agreement of that, and we're going to get started now. I've already called Archangel Michael and the Holy Spirit in to envelop me in their beautiful angelic wings of love, light, protection, and guidance to guide and assist me today to correctly interpret and to see what it is. The message is for you. It is a timeless reading, but it is Thursday, April the 18th, 2024. So let's begin. We're going to do the 5-card cross spread, starting with the past energy, Leo. We have the 4 of Swords, so respite time. Healing. Yeah, time to heal. Put it all down. Thoughts, feelings, just physical doing, just putting it all down. It's about regaining your strength and your courage and your truth. Tapping into the divine here, so that when you get up, the 3 of Swords that was breaking your heart before from the relationship troubles you were going through, the 4th sword that's been laying there is the one that when you're ready to heal your broken heart and let it go, you get up with take charge by grabbing that 4th sword. That's your truth. Okay, and you're learning about what it's all about, why you went through what you went through during this 4 of Swords time, respite time. And that's why you can pick up the sword of truth and move forward in your truth, because you've learned the truth. That's your past, okay? That's what you've been doing. Now, presently, you are in the Ace of Cups. So, Ace of Cups means self-love as well, that you're learning that it's important for you to take care of you as well. That just loving other people isn't enough. You have to love yourself. Because quite literally, if we do not really focus on the self that we should be loving, which is us, it's like we can't really give true love to others because we haven't, developed it. We haven't, we haven't sat in that kind of love. But for ourselves, I always say, if you can look in the mirror and look deep into your eyes without, being uncomfortable about it, you may be at first. But once you get to the point where you can look deeply into your own eyes and say, I love you. I love you. I love you so much. I love you so, so much. When you can start saying that and you haven't looked away and you're still looking deeply within your eyes, that's you telling your soul, yourself, how much you do love who you are. You love who you are. And that is learning to love yourself. And self-love practices too, meditation and prayer possibly, mindfulness. These are all practices that we can do daily to remind ourselves of how important we really are to ourselves. Because when we become important to ourselves, we then can know that other people are going, without us, focusing on it at all, because it really and ultimately doesn't matter. But you'll know that other people will look up to you too. They will see you. They will value you because you're valuing yourself. Yeah, that was a tongue twister. Okay, yeah, but you are on, because of the respite time, because of the drama and chaos you might have went through in a relationship breakup. Because of that you're in respite time 4 to heal a broken heart. You have, and tapping in, the divine has said, we're good. Don't worry about it. You can leave that past love behind because we got one for you. We got one for you right here. Yeah, a brand new path of love, because you're learning to love yourself. You're practicing that. You're learning to the point where, you practice it long enough and you take it seriously long enough, valuing you. It just becomes second nature, just like anything else. You have to practice. And so being more and more in tune with who you really are and loving that part of you the divine says, it's time. It's a go for you. We need you to faithfully follow us on this path, because there is somebody that is ready to love you and is ready to be loved by you. Okay, so near future, Wheel of Fortune. And guess what comes with that? Leo. Guess what comes with that? Comes with, you know, it's a karmic wheel of destiny. It's good fortune. Karma's paid off. There's no more karmic debt from whatever it was in the past. No more karmic debt. The wheel is turning in your favor. There is so much great luck, prosperity, and abundance ahead of you on your future path. You follow this, loving your, continuing to love yourself, focusing, like just doing you, right? There might be, let's just say you got somebody on your mind and you want to move towards them. That's great. Keep doing that. Keep doing that, because if that's truly what's in your heart, you feel like this is the direction for you to go, that you feel like the divine is saying, yes, go for it. Go for it. But do it in a sense that you know that even though it may not work out for you, because you don't know if it's been a while since you've seen that person. You don't know if they're going to accept you or not. So you don't know that, and the divine's not going to tell you that because they want you to put the focus on you. So just do you while you keep doing whatever it is that you need to do, but taking care of you too. Loving yourself, not to the point, you know, you're not going to lose that focus of loving yourself because you're otherwise preoccupied with thinking about somebody else. That's what I'm trying to say. Wheel of Fortune, destiny, right? You are moving on a destined path. So whoever it is that's on your mind and your heart is on your path, okay? So just keep moving that way, but keep doing you. The Devil is the core reason for the circumstances. So like I was saying, don't be too focused on something, because that can become toxic. You've got to have a good healthy dose of mix of loving yourself and wanting to pursue someone else. Does that make sense? Loving yourself and pursuing someone else. It's got to be a good, healthy, balanced dose. Otherwise it turns into an obsession, right? An obsession, like last night I was sleeping and I heard this. Was it last night while I was sleeping or meditating? It doesn't matter. But what I heard was the devil can also mean that you have a very, and I know this, but I was reminded of this, that you have a very strong desire to be with somebody. You have a very strong desire to want to achieve something, right? So it's not necessarily all bad, the devil, definitely not. But it can be, if it's not utilized, the energy is in balance with that self-love. If it's not, it can become very toxic. You can be chained to something and feeling stuck because of that bondage. And it's really you doing it to yourself. Your own beliefs and your wants and desires become a need, you know. You need to have that person in your life. You need this particular thing. And the need is just saying, I lack it. And when you say you lack it, it means that you know, because your inner self, the one that you're looking to and saying, I love you, I love me for who I am, that one does not lack a thing, does not lack one single thing. That soul, that one that's within you that you're turning to and saying, this is who I am, that one, it's like there's never a day, never a moment that is in lack. So if you start believing in lack, it means that your focus is coming away from loving yourself. I mean, that's just the gauge that you can go by. If you start having fears that you're not going to get what it is you want, it just means that you just kind of got to turn your focus, you know, had a little hiccup for a moment, and you're not going to berate yourself or anything like that. You're just going to go, wait a minute, that's not my truth. That's not my truth. I know better. That's not my truth. And you turn back to focusing on who you really are. And that one is the master manifester, that whatever you want, or if there's anything that you need, for example, if you're struggling to maybe the apartment you're living in, let's say, just for example, the building got sold and it's going to be torn down, so you need a new place to live, in the next month. So that you need a new place to live. So you're going to put that to your soul, to your higher self, to your God, whichever. And you're going to say, I'm just going to carry on doing me. I'm going to carry on doing me, living my life from day to day, coming and going from my apartment, taking care of what it is I need to do in my apartment like I would normally, even continue to buy a bouquet of roses and bring it home and put it on the table if that's what you do. You just keep doing you, and the solution to the situation will show up. And it'll show up in such a way, you'll be going, oh my God, this is way better than I ever expected. Way better. And you're going to actually be looking back and saying, glad they're tearing this building down, because look what I got now, right? So it seems worrisome and scary at first, but if you just continue to focus on you, the real you, keep looking in the mirror, right, into your eyes and loving yourself, you cannot go wrong, and this will not get a grip on you. This cannot grip you. But it was because of the toxic behaviors of you or the other person or the both of you, the toxic energy between the two of you, that caused you to have to, that's heartbreak, right? Heartbreak, this is heartbreak. So heartbreak with the added sword of the Four of Swords. So you're coming to realize how toxic it was like to be with that person in that situation, in that relationship. So that's why you went into rest, but you said, I can't do, I'm exhausted. I am so much in pain and suffering right now. I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. What am I going to do with myself if I'm not in this relationship? How am I going to take care of myself? How am I going to do this, that, and anything else, right? You got to lay all of that down and let the divine feed you, like with divine hits, they call it, downloads, right? While you're resting your mind. While you're resting your mind in that more like non-active state of, so resting, there's beta, alpha, theta, and delta, and then REM sleep. REM sleep, that's where you dream. Beta is when we're awake. Delta, theta, beta, alpha, what did I say? Yeah, beta is when we're awake, conscious and busy doing something, whether it's reading or actually washing the dishes, whatever. Alpha is where we're kind of like maybe a bit daydreamy and a little more slowed down, more kind of relaxed, You might be sitting in a chair and sitting back, just relaxed. Whether you're watching TV or just listening to some, just some music, whatever makes you feel calm. And theta is the one where you're actually slipping from consciousness deeper into, unconsciousness, into the dreamland, right? And then delta is where you're actually sleeping, and then REM is where you're dreaming. You're dreaming, and then you go back to delta, or you might end up popping back into beta. I do often because I have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. So I go straight from dreaming right to beta because I have to get up and go to the bathroom. So that is what you're doing during this time, is that you're slipping into like alpha, theta, possibly even delta, maybe even REM sleep during your respite time. But it doesn't mean you're laying down. You could be sitting in a comfortable chair and just zoning out, and but resting your mind so it's not busy being chatty, inwardly chatty and stuff. So right, so that's you letting go of the devil in you, right? The toxicity, laying it all down, and the person that represents toxic energy in your relationship, you're letting it go. You say, I have to do this. I can't do it anymore. I have to do this. I got to get this person off my mind. I got to get these things that this person has been doing off my mind. I got to get me and my negative thoughts and stuff under control and off my mind too. So then the divine steps in and says, don't worry, son, don't worry, daughter, whatever it is, because we don't know, Leo, if you're feminine or masculine, but don't worry, we got your back. You just rest and you start loving yourself, which means you're really starting to bring that other 50% of yourself into your physical life. To, you know, I always say the soul walking on your two legs now, through your personality shining out. Through your personality, this self-love you have for yourself is going to shine out. You can't help it. You'll be starting to look at people differently and the world differently as a result. And that is my wonderful Leo, is like the reward for all of that in your very near future. So as a potential for the situation, we have the Empress. Oh my goodness. The Empress. Okay. So again, Leo, you could be masculine or feminine still, even though there's the Empress here. But you have a strong desire to be with somebody, if you're masculine, who is, you see as being, you know, all that, really. Being is all that. Someone spiritually connected as well. And that you will be wanting to make her your wife too, possibly. Okay? That's, you know, you got a really, really well-balanced individual on your mind. Somebody who is like, is not going to be blown up for any reason. They're going to stay calm and peaceful. And if they do waver a bit, they're back on track right away because they're quite aware. They're quite aware of what they're thinking. They're mindful. They spend time in quiet contemplation, whether that's through prayer, meditation, or whatever way. Could be yoga. Yeah. And so they are a very well balanced and bountiful, nurturing, you know, self-led, self-ascending, self-grown, self-creative individual. They are like high frequency. They're discerning to all ends. They see red flags and they say no, but they say no nicely. You know, they say no nicely but firmly. They birth new worlds and ideas that are successful. So they might be in business, right? All right, Leo, you got somebody on your mind that's like high res. Now, this could be you, Leo. You evolving into this as a result of all of this. Wheel of Fortune with this, Ace of Cups. Look at that. After this comes this. This could be you, Leo, if you're feminine. Now, you could also be masculine, balancing out your masculine energy. If you're overly masculine, you may have stepped into the energy of being receptive and nurturing, you know, more of like a feminine energy, right? Balancing your energies out, because each one of us has both in us at all times. It's just which one we express most. And so you could be evolving into that Empress, growing into that Empress, and ready to marry somebody that you got your mind on. Right here, you know, you might, Empress, you might be having your mind on somebody that you want to marry them because you're ready. You're ready to marry. So however way it works for you, take it how it resonates, as they say, right? Take it how it resonates, and that'll be your story. But it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Don't mind this. This helped you, actually. This toxic energy actually helped you because you finally said, I can't do it anymore. And you laid it down and you said goodbye to that person, that toxicity, your bad behaviors, their bad behaviors, whatever those toxic negative behaviors were. Between the two of you, you just said, I can't do that anymore. Yep, I'm out of here, right? So that's fantastic. This helped you. All right, and that strong desire you have is to either become the Empress or to move towards an Empress, because you have love for yourself now, which is translated for love for another. Talk about fortune. Well, guys, I hope that was very, very enlightening for you and helpful. So take care of yourself. Bye for now.